Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
Zach.
And today,
He's going to break a chair.
whatever we got to do. So today,
I love how this is literally just starting to go down right now.
yours is? What are we
No,
doing?
that's you.
Oh, yeah. I don't
That's
know
you.
what that is. Anyway,
Tell them what we're talking about today.
I think this is the first time we've ever reviewed New Riff.
This is definitely the first time we've ever reviewed New Riff because, going to be honest with you, haven't been a fan of it for a long time. Loved the bottle design when it first came out, and I was like super excited. Went to one of my favorite liquor stores in Louisville, bought a single barrel of it, and I won't lie, it's one of the worst bottles I own. It's terrible. You've had it. Would you disagree?
I thought my silence would tell you that.
I was like, hello?
I thought my silence might tell you. Yes, it has not been. The New Riff brand has not been the favorite.
Was not. It was definitely not enjoyable. But anyway, so this.
To be fair, we'll just throw Basil Hayden toasted under the bus too. He's not enjoyed that either. So we'll just put those in the same category.
But we've heard nothing but good things
Yeah.
about this bottle from friends and people who we've talked to in other channels who have said, hey, you really should give them another shot. Some of their stuff is just overall better than what it was. And so here we are with the New Riff.
Sorry, I was slacking on my job.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
This is a 6-year, 100% malted rye. This is kind of unique. There's not a lot of 100% malted ryes that I know of kind of out there on the market that are just kind of floating around. It came out. Just said it.
Please ignore.
This is why I sweep the floors every time before he comes over. So this bottle was around like $60 or so. Man, how much did you spill down the side? You spilled a whole bunch down the side of it too.
What? No, I didn't. Oh, there's like a little bit.
It's all right. Having a little rough time. So this is like about 60. I think MSRP is $60, $59.99, $60. And 100% malted rye, which I'm going to be honest with you, is not one of my favorite things in the world. Whenever I read that, I was like, malted rye. I'm not the biggest malted rye fan.
I think this is his way of torturing me. I'll just be honest. Anything with the rye and then it says 100% malted rye, I think he just wants to poison me.
Here's the good thing about this. This is a little difficult to find right now, but New Riff swears up and down that this is not going to be anything that's allocated. This is eventually going to be on every shelf all the time.
Yeah.
They just basically have to reach that, point to where everybody has it, and then it's just going to be sitting on shelves and stuff like that. So, which is actually nice. So, if this actually hits the mark, then you can find it all the time. Potentially a new everyday kind of rye.
Right off the bat, I feel like there's some spice to it on that nose, which is not surprising since it's 100% malted rye.
A lot of brown sugar, man.
Yeah,
a lot of
I
brown
do get that
sugar. Just hitting that like a lot of rich oak. I take it back, not rich oak, just normal kind of oak.
Just
I knew immediately when I said I was going to take it back, he was going to have a comment.
Oh, this is. I feel like this has started off bad.
There's like a really nice cherry chocolate note with it though. It's I don't know what it is, but that is something. It's very different. I don't remember ever getting that. I've had this a couple times already. I don't remember getting that. It's actually really nice. And there is a lot of like baking spices on there as well.
I feel like in the palate I taste the brown sugar and
yeah, that brown sugar note on that palate is just there's a lot of overall brown sugar on this, and who would have known with malted rye that's what you would have gotten.
Yeah.
There's also a decent amount of chocolate on there too. And I don't remember getting as much chocolate on this bottle previously.
There it is. The rye dry, it just hit it.
Mm. Yeah, that. There is some spice that comes with this, but it's not like an overpowering spice.
No.
It does get a little more drying the more you drink of it and stuff like
Yes.
that. It also gets a little bit more fruity the more you drink on the finish.
Yes.
So it kind
All
of
the things I agree with. It's black peppery, little charry, but
yeah,
the fruit and the dryness at the end of it is for sure.
I think you also I think it starts out as like a non-traditional bourbon. I'm sorry, a non-traditional kind of like rye profile, and then it evolves more into that the more you drink of it. I mean, I think overall it's really good. I think it's solid through and through. And if for $60 for what this is, I mean, I think we've said this before on the videos that basically it seems like anymore you're paying $10 for every year something's aged. So that sounds about right with this.
Yes.
And ryes are typically a little bit more expensive. So give them credit. I think it's pretty solid.
It's all right. It's all right.
This is going to be a much more traditional rye profile.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely not like a Pikesville rye or an Old Forester 100 proof rye. This is 100 proof, and it definitely doesn't. I mean, it's not going to blow you away on the finish just with that 100 proof, but I think the finish is actually pretty solid through and through with it being for 100.
I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. I like the taste of it, but the finish is not very long, except for the drying factor of it. Like it's just overwhelmingly drying. I mean, that's just the lasting thing to me. The finish isn't long, except for that just dries out your mouth, and I don't know if that's what I like or not. I mean, the taste is, like I said, the taste is fine. Like there's some sweet notes in there that I like.
Yeah.
And that baking spice on the nose and the brown sugar on the nose. I think I like the smell of that, but I just don't. It's the opposite effect of what one of the other videos we recently did, where I like the drying note in it. Mm-hmm. This is just too dry because it's not just drying like at the throat; it's drying everywhere, and I don't know that I enjoy that.
That's not your thing.
Yeah.
So I'll be honest with you. New Riff is typically not my thing, and I think I really like this. I really do.
To New Riff's defense, this is the best New Riff that I've had.
Outside of like some of their very special like 15-year-old stuff that
I've not had that.
They source that from. Yeah. Yes, because I think they legitimately make all of this. This stuff, I think if it's available every single day, I think it's legitimately up there for one of the better ryes you can get every single day. That's more of a traditional rye profile. Like
I'd probably put this on the rocks and allow the water to kind of kill the drying, the dry at the end of it. And I think because like I said, the palate and the nose I like, with just the finish that I'm not a big fan of. So
sure.
If I could kill the drying just a little bit, I think I would be all on board for that. And again, it's $60, so
the $60 part is what really helps.
Yeah,
and
it really
if
does.
They can get to the point to where it's literally everywhere. Like if you're finding New Riff in your area, basically they're acting like you should be able to find this as well. And I know that's not like that as of now, but hopefully in the future, like sometime like in 2022,
with the colors,
and stuff like that.
With the colors on the bottle, the only thing that would make this better
is
a Lego Kylo Ren right on the top of it.
Somebody will bedazzle it and put wax on it.
Hey, listen, that's a registered trademark. If you use that, that's good. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So what are you recommending on it then? Are you a pass? Sounds like you're a pass.
I probably wouldn't have it in mind, but for $60, it's not a bad price.
No,
Honestly,
it's not at all.
It's a pass for me, but that's just because
no, it makes sense.
If I was going to have ryes on my shelf, this would not be the one that I would have on my shelf.
If I'm a rye fan, this is a buy for me. If I'm like kind of like iffy on ryes, definitely try it because it's different. I think it's different whenever you first start drinking it, and then it turns more into a traditional rye kind of profile. But I'll say this:
everything on the front end of it, I like.
Yeah, if you're like me or Dave, by chance that we're not big New Riff fans, like give it a try. Don't look at it because it's like New Riff. You're like, whatever. I see the new wax top Lego figure on something or the new sticker
up there.
or whatever it would be. I get it, but give it a try. I think it's definitely for sure worth that. And if you do see it out and you are a rye fan, I would definitely recommend buying it. So, but before we get out of here, make sure you go ahead and give this video a like and let us know in the comments below. Let us know if you like New Riff, if you like, if you enjoy getting their picks, or if you've had this, if you all like it, or whatever else. And subscribe and follow us. So,
yep,
that's all we got.
Yeah, till the next time. We'll see you.
See ya.